it's the coach, and you're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Jordan Reed is one of the best route-running tight ends in the NFL, and it shouldn't be an accident because at one point he was a college quarterback. So at times when he runs routes downfield, I think he's doing it with quarterback eyes and almost in a sense is imagining himself catching a pass from himself.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands, the ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. you can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as the number one quality in what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
We got three. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try the air now with Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now running right through it.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
There we go.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now Smith. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Smith on first down. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. To throw on second down is Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there is tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Smith, Crowder's got it over the middle. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play, Smith to Crowder, 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's Geis on the counter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Now Mahomes. steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st down, Mahomes rolling to his left. Space to run past the 20. Avoids him at the 5. Touchdown, Chiefs! And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Alex Smith in the offense heading out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second and 10, Smith again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Finding room at the 30. Still fighting. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Able to slither by. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Butker now to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Smith now on second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. On 1st and 10, Smith. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Smith gonna throw again. And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Allen Bailey in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. 3rd and long, it's Smith. He's gonna flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, you got three down. Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Hurry up.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. On the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Steps away. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.